Hey guys, this is the CK Reviews. I'm the K and she's the C, and you went to go see something that I wouldn't dare go touch. For many reasons.
That's because your skin is icy cold.
No, for one thing, I have male genitalia, which means that if I were to get anywhere near this movie,
it would fall off.
It could possibly damage my sexuality.
Yeah, it probably would.
Was it as bad as the trailers made it look like?
Yeah, no, you know what? It was worse.
It was worse than the trailers. I thought the trailers were really bad. That's part of the reason why I stayed away from it. I was actually looking forward to it to a certain extent when I heard about it. But then I saw the trailers and then I was like, you know what? This looks worse than the book was, if that was even possible.
Have you read all the books?
I got 3/4 of the way through the first book and I gave up.
Okay, let me give you my history on this whole series. I read the first 3 books and went, okay, they're not that bad. They're not great. I didn't understand what all the hype and why everyone was all up in arms about how joyous it was. I didn't understand it. So I read the 4th one, which I thought was awful, horrible. Anyways, I'm digressing. We're on the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I went, okay, well, I didn't think the first 3 were that bad, so maybe the movie won't. Oh god, saw the trailer. The trailer was awful. Saw the movie. I'm not sure when the acting started. I can recall mentioning to someone that it was like that line in Star Wars Episode 3 where she says, Anakin, you're breaking my heart. You're going down a path I can't follow. It was like that, but stretched out for 2 hours.
Oh my god. So, wait, it was that bad?
It was not good.
Are we talking about, like, Sci-Fi Channel movie bad, or, like, to what extent?
No, it wasn't like Sci-Fi Channel movie bad. But it was certainly not good, and I don't know where the character development was. All of a sudden, here's a character for 5 minutes. You get his name and a few clever, witty sayings that aren't really clever or witty.
My skin is icy cold, and I'm a vampire.
Yes. That. You get it for about 5 minutes, and the character's gone for an perfect
hour.
example is Jacob, who had a great deal of significance in the books,
Mm-hmm.
and he just kind of popped in periodically for about 5 minutes.
And then he just sort of wanders off, and we never see him again.
Yes,
until like an hour later. How would you say the film is for fans of the source material?
Well, the fans tend to hold it in such a high regard that the movie to them is probably like the on-video version of the Bible. Yeah, but I have a friend who's a massive fan of the book.
Mm-hmm.
She absolutely loves it, adores it. She was thrilled about the movie coming out and was completely let down by the movie. Hated it.
Oh, that's good, because all the reviews I was actually preparing for this, then I started going online and watching other people's YouTube reviews, and everybody seems to love it. Like, all the Twilight fans have done their own little video reviews of it, and they're all like, it's fabulous. It's not a perfect film, but it does have its flaws. But it is an excellent movie. The acting isn't very good. The cinematography was pretty bad. The special effects were kind of cheap. But Edward was so hot. And I was like ripping off my bra immediately when he appeared on the screen. I was just so dazzled by his eyes, and I was like, oh my god, it's Edward. Edward,
who I couldn't help but think looked about 25 through the whole movie. I was sitting there going, you're not really in high school.
Was he any good? Was the guy who played Edward any good?
The guy who played Edward, what's his name? Robert Patterson, that's what it is.
He played Cedric Diggory in Harry Potter, I believe.
And, he was fine as Cedric. Had no complaints. It was just nothing special. The whole movie was a lot of nothing special. As I said, I'm not really sure where the acting began. It was just kind of like people walking through these lines, which also weren't particularly great. Yeah, it was a lot of teenage angst, whiny vampire fest kind of thing.
Oh my god, I cut myself. Ew, I don't want to drink human blood. Ew, I'm gonna
That's
go
kind
eat
of what
animals.
it felt like, and I almost want to say that I don't want to compare the books and the movie, but in that sense, being that they're both just filled with teenage vampire angst, the books were almost better in that sense, and that they weren't as sappy. I know what you are. You're impossibly fast and strong. Your skin is pale white and ice cold.
Are you coming on to me?
Oh my goodness.
Star rating, come on. We
So
can't
I'm
get
gonna
here all
give
day.
this like a 1.5.
Oh, that low? Like,
It wasn't awful, but it wasn't good. I have no desire to see it again. I wouldn't recommend it.
so it's just say it. It's awful. Just say it. Meh.
Yeah, meh. That's
Meh.
about my feelings. Meh.
Is it that the Twilight fangirl is like holding a gun to your head right now? Don't say it's awful.
I do hear a certain banging outside of my window, but... Oh god.
Alright, so you gave Twilight a 1.5 out of 5. This is the CK Reviews, and we're signing out. Say goodbye to the angry mob again, Christine.
Bye, don't kill me.
No, please don't hurt her. Please take me instead.
Okay.
What? That easy? You're not supposed to say yes to that. You're supposed to go, no, Caleb, no.
Yes, don't.
Don't sacrifice yourself to the throb of teeny boppers. Alright, we're signing out. Completely this time. Totally, we're actually doing it.
Sure.
Wow.